switch it up from New World and GTA. So we're gonna play some Vampire today and see how things happen with this game. I got this through Humble Bundle, I believe. So I figured might as well play it. I love Vampire stuff, so figured give it a try. Okay, let me should be fine for the most part. VSync full screen on. That's it? That's the only settings you got? There you go. Dang, ultra and everything? We'll try it. I don't know how graphic intensive this game is, but we'll see. Hold on. Story mode, play vampire, low challenge. This will cut an important part of the experience, but will allow you to enjoy the story. Explore with little danger. Combat is very easy. And there's no reward for finishing this mode without killing anything. A normal mode, play the original vampire experience. Character progression is faster if you kill citizens. Combat difficulty is linked to the number of citizens you kill. Hard mode, play vampire in a more challenging way. Your power as vampire is tied to the citizens you choose to embrace. Enemies are harder to kill and hit harder. Experience points rewarded by killing enemies and combat is reduced. I'll try normal mode and see how it is. Will not be able to change difficulty mode during the playthrough. Well, I know, I figured that. We're not trying to do this the easy way.
"12 dreams for the Red Queen under crown of stone. 8 voracious beasts born from 8 restless nights. 4 nails piercing the flesh of the sinner. 1 prayer for the summoned, called by this song. 'Tis perhaps the countdown to oblivion for the once proud city of London. 'Tis perchance her inhabitants' last dance alone to face death and pestilence. Confronted by the eerie and unknown, mortals became desperate for answers. A flock's flight makes for an omen, the falling of a star a dire presage. Turning to priests for interpretation when there was no reason to be found. When religion failed, men turned to science. I saw them build such vain cities, crafting machines made for endless war. New questions flourished as old answers withered. What is darkness but lurking sun? What is wall but enslaved stone? What is glass but tortured sand? What is song but a call to arms? What is hate but jilted love? What is life but death pending?
Death. Since the apple was plucked from the sacred tree, mortality was believed to be God's punishment, a righteous snare to keep mankind from ascending to the stars. They were all so wrong. Death is not a wicked thing, nor some holy retribution. A true punishment would be to never know its sweet kiss. Awaken from the harshness and be born once more.
Okay. So we follow the blood trail. That's what I'm thinking that's going on right now. Ooh. She has a heart. Gimme. So thirsty. Thirsty. F. Press F for respects. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. 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 Bruh. Bruh.
My sweet brother.
Oh, it's her brother.
What have you done?
Mary! Oh, no. Mary!
I thought it was this woman at first.
Hold on. Please, hold on. Oh, God. Oh, no. Mary. No, no.
Getting some real bad anti-aliasing going on.
This horror. It's a nightmare. No! Please, a moment, let me explain.
You better run, home slice. Better run. Better run.
These patrols are after me. No, no, don't shoot. This is a nightmare. I need to get out of here. This can't be happening. There's one of those vermin. No, please, stop. I mean you no harm.
Run, Forrest, run.
What's going on? Oh, Mary. What have I done? What's all this about?
What is this? Oh, F. Got me a machete.
Now, I can defend myself. Kill that thing! Who are you?
Oh, control.
Stay back! Sorry, but you left me no choice.
Wait, can I take his gun? No. Lame. Is there anything down there? No. Alrighty. See, he,
Who are you? Stupid beast!
Well, there we go. Control.
Sorry.
He didn't even try to attack me, which is cool with me.
No, please, stop! Who are you? It's one of them. What do you want?
Is there anything over here? Alright, I need to turn this mouse down just a little bit. Cause it was just like swinging like way too fast.
I need help. Die, you fucking leech!
Haha, no bullets.
Please, listen to me. I can't make any sense of this. Shut up, beast! Who are you? What is this all about? What in God's name? I'll do the rest of the job. Just leave me.
Oh, the sun was burning me. That's what it was. You gotta stay out of the sunlight, my guy.
The sun
Aggressive damage.
feels like it's burning me to the bone.
Certain elements like fire would deal aggressive damage that reduces your maximum health gauge. Ooh. So how do you recover from that?
I need to find somewhere to hide. Let me go!
Oh, and the dude would freaking. Ah!
I need to find shelter.
Hey, why is that red? Oh, because it's locked?
I cannot enter.
You shall not pass!
Is anybody there? What is this place?
I need to turn up anti-aliasing and all that.
Seems abandoned.
Because it's
I should
Whew.
be safe enough here.
causing the game to look all kinds of not good. Video, advance, off, low, should be good. Hopefully that fixes it. No, not really. Hey, why is it looking like that? Oh wait, e-sync. I wonder if it's... There we go, I had to turn VSync on. That's what it... That fixed it. Shillings. Can I have some more shillings, sir?
Brother, what have you done?
Mary! Mary! Mary, I'm sorry. Whoever did this to us, I will find them.
This is not even your house, is it, bro? Somebody did. She's been dead for a while.
Wait, this one's dressed up fancy. Let's run through his pockets.
Picking the dead's pockets? Are you serious?
I've still a rent to pay. He's got no more responsibilities. What's this? Gold watch.
Beautiful it is. What you fancy to share the takings? I suppose we are undertakers. Now, give him an Eve.
Dang, it just threw me off. I see how it is.
That's impossible.
Unless they know her, dropped it off, or fell out of their pocket or something. They're the ones that killed her. That's the only other explanation I can think of.
Who goes there? Who's there? Are you referring to me?
And then he bit him.
No! No! I still have so much to accomplish.
I wonder if it was his will to live is why he's
Still have so much left that needs doing.
that he's the reason why he stayed alive and he didn't die from the bite. And he actually transformed into a vampire. Shot his brains out. Got me a
Johnny,
revolver.
this one's lost. We need to leave. And now! No. There's time. I can save him.
That's the enemy coming! The orders are to evacuate the hospital!
Done. He'll live.
And now what?
We fight. Killing is a hell of a lot easier than healing.
Yep. Right?
No, it never got easy.
Revolver. I count 6 shots. I'm sure I could probably look at that later. Derp, derp, derp. Oh, wait. A bottle of alcohol, that's what I'm talking about. And I got everything else over here, right? Yep.
I can almost feel the sun's rays like a physical weight pressing against the wood.
Okay, so... what you're saying is I can't go outside. The door, the one door is shut and locked completely. Am I supposed to lay in the bed or something? Yep.
This makes no sense. None of it. No sense at all. It's a nightmare. That's it. So be it.
Then shoots himself in the head.
Rational thinking only.
Vampire. Or vampire. So if he's a vampire, why can't he heal himself like any other vampire? Like automatically reanimation. A lot of blood in home slice.
This is absolute madness. I've lost touch with the real.
Madness it is, as mad as the moon, who tames blood in sunlight into a glowing flesh.
Evolution. Hideout. Beds allow you to evolve and rest, spend experience points, and level up. Prove. Vampiric skills. Auto fake agree, whatever, and skill. Defense, intelligence, second control. You will block your target. You will block your target's blood in their veins, making them defenseless. Ooh, blood barrier. Create an invisible barrier, absorbing direct damage until it fades or destroyed. Oh, okay, wait. There's only one. Drain your own blood to heal. Yeah, drain your own blood to heal normal and aggravated or aggravated damage and stuff. So I guess Vampire uses the power of his blood to heal normal and aggravated damage, increase his flesh, nerve, and bone regeneration. With time, this vampiric ability can be extremely powerful and is sure to surprise any unwary vampire hunter. We think of vampires as immortal, but if you can block their unnatural regeneration capability, vulnerable. That's cool. Feel much stronger. Wait. Oh, okay, wait. So, one of these ones. Close range attack that will cut through all living creatures in front of you. Throwing spear made of blood, which can pass through enemies in front of you. Okay. Place a cloud of shadows at the target's feet of yours. The cloud will explode after a short time, causing heavy damage. I'm gonna do that one. Oh, you can do bite and dot. I didn't even see these ones. Increase the damage inflicted using a bite. Increase the life regeneration when using bite. Increase health, increase stamina, increase blood capacity, increase blood absorption. Wait. Oh well.
That voice in my head. If I'm not mad, then it must belong to the one who made me what I am. I must find him to understand what I have become.
Reach North Bank. Oh, I can't run now for some. Who is here?
Where is it?
Oh, snow. Time to go.
These people want me dead. I need to leave now.
Here's the leech. Here! My head's spinning.
Can't go that way. Do anything? Bye. Is there anything in here I could take real quick? Ooh. Use steak. Shelter key, offhand weapons can be used. Pressing the right button. They have attack, special effects, consume stamina.
I'm still in Southwark. I must reach the West End.
Over there!
Go back
There's
up.
one of them vermin!
Where? Where did he didn't see me. Stun use right. Steak and affect stun damage to stun enemy can be bitten.
Die, vermin!
Press the F button to bite a stunned enemy. Biting enemy provides you with blood to use skills and can also refill your health.
There's a strength I
Use
never knew I had.
blood. Press 2 to unleash vampire skill.
There's one of them!
This shouldn't be possible.
Watch out for them teeth!
Every sinew, every fiber of my being is afire.
Give me that blood. Give me that blood.
I feel like a child learning the limits of my body. My strength, my reflexes. I'm not human anymore.
A leather plate. Oh. Weakness of vampires, fire and stun. Sermon, activate. Listen. That is stable. London opinion. Your king and your country need you. Join the British ranks and help the brave lads at the front. Your king and country need you. Oh, it's the same thing. Just propaganda.
My poor sister. If only I had controlled my need for blood. Mary, someone will pay for what happened to you. For what happened to us. I can't believe I'm doing this.
Can I eat that one too?
I have this thirst for blood.
10 shillings. Oh. Sweet.
The dizziness from the jump. I can now control it.
$5 shillings. I wonder what you buy with the shillings. Probably like what, serums or something? What if he's gonna be like Blade? Maybe?
This is despicable. What will London have to say to me?
Everything. Ooh, give me the money. Money, money, money. Money.
I have so many questions unanswered.
Wait. Give me that money. I seen that in the corner of my eye. This is stable.
Another corpse. Have the very streets of London become a mausoleum? The man has been drained of all blood, but I can still smell the scent of it. I follow the scent's trail. Perhaps it will lead me to my assailant. Fresh blood. The smell is so strong.
Wait, there's two of them? So is it like eeny, meeny, miny, moe?
This is a slaughterhouse. It's locked, all right.
What in the world? Where my chat like went away. I can re-enable it. Give me the shillings. Hey, but I had a storage box key. I wonder if that would have worked though.
It's locked.
Whatever you say, my guy. Probably go the same way.
There is no one in sight. It's locked, all right.
Oh. Wonder if I'll eventually open it up though.
Where has everyone gone?
I heard somebody in the house. Hideout, any new hideouts available in this district? Check them out. Data. Oh, is it this one? Hideout. You have found a new hideout. Here you can spend your XP while resting and craft items in the workbench. Rough belt. Oh. Oh wait. Oh. Did it like long press it or something? Workbench, you can craft medical treatment, heal citizens, terms to boost yourself, weapon upgrades to improve and customize your weapons. Nice. Oh, okay. I see. That's what you needed this stuff for. I wonder if that was like gun parts or something. Can I do anything with that? No. Alrighty. Check back here, make sure I didn't miss anything. Alright. Follow the killer's trail. Unknown blood quality. There's people in here.
At last, a little life.
You got the Rona?
Good evening, sir. I wondered if I could ask for your help.
Wow, you look like you need a drink.
Yes. I apologize for my outfit. It's been a long night.
Been there, seen that. Don't worry, things can only get worse.
Anyone enter the bar? What's going around on here?
Has anybody entered the bar recently?
Can't say. Sorry. I spent the night making love to that gorgeous bottle, see?
This is important, sir. Are you sure no one has come in here in the last few hours?
I don't know and I don't care. This is a free country. People still have the right to come and go, don't they?
What's going on around here? It's like everybody is hiding.
You must be new here. Have you not heard about the murders? Everybody fears the return of the sewer dog.
Sewer dog?
Who is this sewer dog?
It's the local bogeyman. Convenient answer for every crime that happened for decades. You murdered someone, blame the sewer dog, eh?
You make it sound like it's a fairy tale.
People will always believe in monsters. It's easier than accepting their own darkness. We can all be monsters.
I'll leave you to your bottle then.
Alright, Mr. Bartender.
My God, sir, you look like Jonah's whale just spat you out of hell. Can I get you a drink?
No, thank you. I'm not thirsty.
Well, grab a chair and get some rest. This is going to be another long night.
Why is it going to be a long night?
You must be new around here. Don't you know about the murders?
Tell me more about these murders.
Every morning for the last few weeks, bodies have been found. And those poor sods didn't die of flu.
Do the police have any leads on a suspect?
Even before the outbreak, coppers never came round here. We're on our own. People die in these parts all the time, and no one cares.
Where am I? Where is this place?
You're at my bar, sir, the Turquoise Turtle.
You don't say.
Last ray of light in this dangerous part of town.
Aren't you scared?
Scared of what? All the bad shit happens out on the foggy streets, and I never go outside.
So you're open all night?
Yep. Figured people might need a place to rest in these dark times.
I'm looking for someone who might have passed through here recently. Wondered if you might help.
It's been quiet tonight. The only other person I've seen went straight up to his room. Thought it was kind of rude, actually.
You mean he's still here?
Well, yeah. He paid for the entire week.
How long has he been here?
He rented the room a few days ago and didn't say when he'd leave.
Who is this man? What does he look like?
Well, like a gentleman, I guess. Well-dressed, quite polite. A professor or something fancy like that. Always writing, reading notes.
I need to meet this man. I have questions.
Just climb the stairs and knock on the first door. I heard him open his window, so I guess he's still awake. And, sir...
Yes?
No funny business, you hear me? This is a respectable establishment.
What is that supposed to mean? No funny business.
I think I'm losing my mind. I should just run as far away from this place as I can. Hello, sir. Are you all right? Is there any way I can help you?
I don't know. Maybe you could just talk to me.
Maybe you prefer to speak with Tom, then. He's more agreeable talking to strangers.
What's going on around here? Where is everyone?
Too many dead, sir. First the epidemic.
Epidemic.
Now all these terrible murders.
The murders. What can you say about them?
Bodies found in the streets every morning. Drained of blood. It's just horrible. Some say the sewer dog is back.
The sewer dog? What's that?
No one knows. People have always disappeared around these parts. The ancients say it's the sewer dog coming out to feed. But now he's killing in the streets.
What have you heard about the epidemic?
There's a Spanish flu.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Spanish flu.
Killed so many last summer. Thought we'd seen the last of it. Dozens dying every week.
Are the authorities doing anything?
Nothing. There are so many quarantine zones in London now. It's gotten really hard to travel across town.
Funny. Quarantine and the Spanish flu and Rona. It's like a perfect game right now.
I just want to talk. I didn't mean to scare you.
I'm not afraid, sir. It's just I've other customers to take care of.
I only see one customer.
Oh. Well, yeah, of course. I mean, I best check on them.
What is this place?
This is Tom's bar, a turquoise turtle. I'm the barmaid here, Sabrina, if you want to know.
Are you always open this late at night?
No, it's only since the epidemic started. Tom thought that people may need a safe place to stay.
You don't seem to have much business. Where is everybody?
Well, most people are sleeping right now. And those that are awake tend to avoid going out. What with the murders and all.
I'll leave then. Thank you.
I think drink no longer stirs me.
Alrighty. I don't think there's gonna be anything in here for me. I need to go upstairs though.
Poor Jack. He didn't deserve this.
This is no place for you. Prewen has several patrols roaming the area.
They do not pursue me.
But they're looking for vampires, and they're most efficient.
They'll not relent until the killer has been identified.
I have a common objective, but I require...
I think someone is eavesdropping.
Are you certain? You might as well come in, whoever you are.
Slowly, vampire. Who are you? I mean you no harm, saith the vampire. Present yourself. I need a word. Anyone?
Really?
Well, that's something I can do for you.
You did all that just to sit down? Okay then.
And who might you be?
I don't know. I won't tell you first.
I'm not sure that I know anymore.
Might I at least learn the reason of your presence?
That's none of your concern.
Sir, you have entered my room in the middle of the night, pale as a corpse and shaking like a tree. So please, indulge me.
Someone is molesting people. In fact, killing them. Biting them.
The calling card of a vampire. Like you.
Seem to be an expert. I'm a victim too.
I've been hunted down in the streets and attacked. I'm a victim here too.
I believe you.
Then if you are not a vampire, who or what are you?
Dr. Edgar Swansea of the Brotherhood of St. Paul.
Yeah, the
I am
Brotherhood.
performing an independent investigation here in an attempt to understand precisely what is going on.
What do you know?
What have you uncovered concerning the murders?
It started a few nights ago. Rumors of violent murders. The docks have always been, shall we say, somewhat unsavory. But this is different.
How different?
A vampire is at work here. Famished. Reckless. It must be brought to ground, and quickly.
Who were you talking to?
I heard another voice, that of a woman. Who were you talking to?
Ridiculous. I've no idea what you're talking about.
Something tells me not to trust you.
Then the feeling is mutual.
What is this Brotherhood? Brotherhood of Steel.
And what exactly is this brotherhood?
Sir, if the name is not familiar to you, then we shall discuss it another time.
Then help me find the culprit.
I may. If you'll first tell me why you opened this door.
I followed a trail. The scent of blood from a recent victim. It led me here.
You thought I was your aggressor? That explains a great deal. We're both chasing the same shadow.
I'm not sure.
Perhaps. This is all new to me. I'm not even certain what I'm looking for.
You should let me handle this affair. You've no idea what you're up against.
No. I will find the monster. He is mine.
How will you do any better than I? But then let me ask you this. What are your intentions if you find the killer?
I'll end him? I don't know. I'll demand answers.
I will at last have the answers to my questions.
Then I can only wish you good hunting. And pray we shall meet again.
Eternal thirst. Track the killer. Interrogate the locals. See. It's cool that you can see their hearts and stuff. Oh wait, there's more blood over there. Can I get over there from there? Yeah.
If Swansea is not my attacker, it means somebody else came here tonight. Someone must know something.
There's gotta be
Welcome
something
back.
to be done again.
Did you find what you were after?
I can't say I have. Are you sure no one else came into your bar before I arrived?
Hey, I told you, you were the only other stranger I've had.
Hint required? I think you're hiding something.
I think you're hiding something from me.
I hide many things from many people, sir. That's what my job's about.
Goodbye, Mr. Watts.
That's the drunk guy.
Hello, sir. May I disturb you again?
And you're still ugly as sin.
I'll leave you to your bottle then.
I think I'm losing my mind. I should just run as far away from this place as I can. Evening, sir. Can I help you?
I have a few questions for you.
Well, if you must.
I want the truth. You can't handle the truth.
He's not the man I'm looking for. Now, I want the truth.
Truth? What do you mean?
I suspect that someone else was here tonight, and I don't think Tom wants to tell me about it.
I'm just the barmaid here, okay? If Tom says you're the only visitor we had, then you're the only visitor we had.
I can feel your fear, madam. Please, tell me what's going on.
It's Will. William Bishop. He came in here earlier tonight and he... Well, I thought he was going to clock someone.
What happened to him? Tell me about him.
What happened tonight?
He was dead drunk as usual. My God, his eyes, his face. He must have caught something awful. He shouted and cried. It was terrible.
What are you afraid of?
Why are you so afraid?
I mean, his skin, his hands. I scrubbed every glass and every chair that he touched. God, I hope it's not contagious.
He's the vampire.
Tell me about this William Bishop.
Will was a sailor who worked at the cannon factory before he lost that job. A nice bloke, really. He's never been violent. Until tonight.
Why keep it a secret? Why not tell me about it?
Tom's nothing if not loyal. After Will lost his job, he offered him one ear. They used to be good mates. But recently, well... Will started to get very aggressive.
I see.
Thank you for your candor. I'll be sure to talk to Tom.
Citizen hint. You have discovered a hint. It reveals a secret about a citizen. Someone related to them. Press the tab to open. Yeah. A vampire. As a vampire, you need a human blood to evolve. Blood quality bar indicates XP will earn if you become the citizen. Lock hints to increase the amount of it. So I'm guessing Tom and Will see best friends. So I'm guessing he can be one. Treatment for fatigue.
You again. What can I do for you?
Vampire, you can force a citizen to reveal information thanks to a hint you have discovered. Blue prompts.
Tom, talk to me about the visit from your old friend, William.
Yes, Will came by tonight, but he's not my friend anymore.
Why lie to me?
Why lie to me if he is not your friend?
I didn't lie. I said you were my only unannounced customer, and that's the truth.
Who is he?
Who is he?
William. Just an old sailor who loves his gin too much. He worked for years at the canning factory before it closed.
Is he dangerous?
Is he dangerous?
Yeah. Like many drunks, he's all bark and no bite. He can barely stand up most of the time.
How was he tonight? Was he different?
Sicker than usual, perhaps. He whined and mumbled about how mean people were to him and how he'd like to talk to me outside, and then he left when I refused.
I need to find him. It's a matter of urgency. Do you know where he is?
You could try his boat. It's up by the North Pier. He sleeps there when he's too drunk to get home.
Please describe him to me.
What'd you expect? He's a tall, sick bastard with a bad rash and torn old clothes. William used to be strong. Now he's a mess.
Thank you, Tom.
If you see him, tell him I don't want him back here unless he cleans up his act, okay?
Sounds like a plan.
Not long ago, this sort of mess would have given me a laugh.
Poor Jack. He didn't deserve this.
I will get to the bottom of this intrigue. What's been done to me? To this city?
It's funny, it's like a vampire trying to be a detective vampire.
The body is still warm. This man has just been drained of blood.
Is that an outfit?
This man was armed. He tried to defend himself.
Pick up note.
What's this? Some sort of note.
Object multiple deaths at the dock region. We believe a nasty leech is involved. Locate the beast. Purge it quickly. Warning, according to the recent reports, this vampire very violent. Approach with extreme caution. I know we lack men in this part of town, but don't send rookies to investigate the case. If I'm correct, we got a frenzied one kill each night as Always search abandoned places first, like outhouses, basement sewers, overhouses destroyed, League Brothers.
These men, they're a company of professional vampire hunters. This corpse has been dried of its blood, just like the previous victim. Blood and empty gin bottles. This Bishop fellow is something of a heavy drinker. There are blood splats on the other side of the canal. I must reach that barge.
Oh snap, there's the hunter. Resistance. Thanks. What are you doing? I wonder if I could sneak up behind him. Is there a crouch button? Doesn't seem like it. Opportunity to attack F. Out of combat. Silent behind the enemy. All it does is just stuns him. Ooh, ranged weapon. Got bullets. Equip and press, ranged weapons, and inflict both standard damage and stun damage. Be aware that your ammo is limited.
Ammunition crate. Good. I may need a lot of bullets. I feel like I'm back on the front line again.
Level 5. Um... Hmm. Enemy card, V. Spot enemies around. Play the enemy. Okay. Resistance. Some enemies are more resistant to certain types of damage. 4 types of resistance: physical, melee, ranged, power, blood, shadow. Orange indicates medium resistance, red indicates high. Okay, so ranged and super high against, yeah, super high against range, but low medium resistance. Okay, now there's another one there, but I can see. Might as well just go after him.
Steady, boy! We've got one of them! Easy does it, boys! We can deal with this first. Fuck, it's fast!
I like their screams when you burn them alive.
There's blood over there.
We won't see any of these bastards back here again.
Please, sir. It's an each! Over there! One of them vermin! Look lively! He's up to us!
Give me them bullets.
Over there!
This guy over there. The one up there. Rats are often located near hideouts. Using the V-sensors, you can help you locate more easily. Oh, it's probably a hideout over there.
Over there! There's one of them vermin!
Hideout. Helmet parts. Enough components to improve one of your weapons at D. This one? Weapon. Oh, sweet. Can I upgrade? Looks like it. Extra health, stamina, blood capacity, extra blood absorption, damage, blood bite, increased generation. Ooh. And block targets. Yeah, that's what I want. Oh, okay. I see. I see how it works. You get experience points, and then whatever you use those experience points to spend on whatever. I get it. I get it now. Hmm. Where's the gun though? How do you equip the gun? Oh no. Let's see. Rolls. Oh snap! I can use my what's the name? Main hands, offhand, use weapon, or use item. Walk, dodge, sense, press down, camera rotate, interactions, spring, hold, to embrace, dodge, main hand attack, offhand attack, vampire skills, medical checkup, vampire finesse. Okay. How do you... Was the skills 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Ultimate is 5. Consumables, switch melee is Z. Which range is C? Okay, Z and C. Okay. That's what I was like. Okay. Whatever. More blood over there.
Fresh blood. The whole building reeks of it. The scent is is so strong it makes me dizzy.
Oh, someone I can talk to. Scythe. Two-handed weapon, equip two-handed weapon, and press right. Uses special ability. The scythe, for instance, can be used to parry incoming attacks, inflicting heavy stun damage if timed correctly. Ooh. Spanish flu. Yeah, it was supposed to be C and Z. Is this hooked up? It is not. Hold on. Oh, okay, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Activate my controller. Not working? Not working? Seriously? Yeah, it won't. Hey, it's William. Yeah, I can't use a controller for some reason.
This place reeks of bloodshed.
William, my arm. I can't feel it.
This creature is
Please,
bedeviled.
let go of me.
I must put it down.
William was an honorable man. I could have saved him.
Mr. Hampton, are you in there?
I knew him well, another lost soul, a kindred spirit.
Sir, listen to the sound of my voice. I'm a doctor. You're suffering from shock.
I must return to my flock. They'll stray without me.
Dang.
Remember, certain skulls are every bit as resistant as we are.
Who are you? What do you mean by Skal?
You truly are a newborn. I should have realized.
Wait. You are the woman from the bar. Are you... like me? Can you help me?
I believe, sir, I already have.
Yeah, he's a vampire.
By George and the Saints, you've solved the mystery of these terrible murders. Patience, good fellows, I've come to offer help. Just give me a moment to secure my boat. We can leave this awful place.
William was not the evil man they claimed. He was just taken by the thirst. He needed his drink.
This man requires medical attention. We'll see he gets to the nearest hospital.
No, please, I must tend to my fold. My flock needs me.
There, sir. Go with the good Dr. Swansea. He's resourceful, and I'm sure he'll take good care of you.
You'd best come as well. The sun is soon to rise, and you'll need a place to rest.
I just need a moment. If I can learn something about what has happened to William, I'll be a step closer to understanding what happened to me.
This poor creature can't be my maker.
Could
it be some subspecies of vampire? I must find a place to analyze the blood.
Okay. She went up there. Am I missing something? There was that one guy that was... Can't believe.
It's locked.
Choo choo!
Where are we headed?
We're on our way to the Pembroke Hospital. It's just across the canal. They'll have a bed for poor Mr. Hampton.
William was... what manner of creature was he?
Predator, prey, villain, and victim. Who can say? The important thing is that he's been stopped.
Duly noted. And the woman? What... who is she?
What woman?
Oh, don't play me for a fool. You used me to locate that Skal. You must know who she is.
I thought you a gentleman. You shouldn't talk about a lady behind her back. But I will tell you, she values her privacy. Were London as peaceful as she appears from the middle of the canal? If only that were the reality of the situation.
To be honest, I've always tried to avoid this part of town.
Pembroke Hospital is the last bastion between the rest of London and the epidemic. The flu has decimated the East End and the war still rages. Welcome to the front lines of a plague.
This is where you work, Dr. Swansea?
I am the administrator of Pembroke Hospital.
I thought you were here in service of your mysterious order, the Brotherhood of...
Of St. Paul's Stone, yes. But first and foremost, I'm a man of science. A physician, like yourself, Dr. Reed.
How do you know who I am?
No need for modesty. You are Dr. Jonathan Reed, a surgeon of some caliber and renown, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
You are correct, sir.
I knew it. I had my suspicions. But when you took the blood sample from the corpse of poor William, I was certain. Dr. Reed. Marvelous.
Have we met?
I attended 3 of your seminars before the war. I have the utmost admiration for your research. And what a turn of fate. England's most esteemed blood specialist returns to London a vampire.
That word, again, from a so-called man of science.
I understand. Traditionally, the role of science is to refute myth, but when myth walks among us, the Brotherhood of St. Paul has dedicated its purpose to their study. There's so much for you to learn.
Of that, you are right.
Well, then let me be blunt. Join my staff at Pembroke Hospital. As a physician. I suspect you'll not find a better post of employment to contemplate your predicament.
This is sudden. I was returning home to see my sickly mother. But alas, that was before contracting this affliction.
Dr. Reed, take a moment to consider. The post would be for the night shift, providing a good explanation for your absence during daylight hours. You'll be adequately reimbursed and have a place to hide. I even had the forethought to bring some clean clothes.
Aren't you nice?
So, what do you say?
Sure, why not?
It seems I have little choice, but yours is a generous offer, so I thank you.
Brilliant! Oh, Jonathan, this is one for the book, and the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
Dr. Swansea, thank goodness. I was beginning to be concerned.
Worry no more, Nurse Crane, for I bring good news.
Oh, Doctor, what a night. We lost 2 more patients. Nurse Scow said she couldn't take it anymore and resigned.
Yes, well, I'll make a new rota in the morning. In the meantime, find a good bed for Mr. Hampton. Be sure to pay attention to his needs.
Of course, Doctor.
Oh, and Dorothy?
Yes, Doctor?
Dr. Reed here has just returned from the front. He served King and Country and will be joining us here at Pembroke. We're very lucky to have gained a surgeon of his talent, and one so experienced in blood transfusions.
That is good news indeed, Doctor.
Oh, yes.
Blood transfusions. Ha ha.
Here at Pembroke, it's not what we have, but what we haven't. It's only thanks to Nurse Crane and the staff that our ship doesn't sink. If you have any questions, just ask her.
Duly noted. Thank you.
Your assistance is required, Dr. Swansea, immediately.
Welcome aboard, Jonathan. We'll catch up after my rounds. Coming, Nurse Crane. I'm coming.
Are you sure? Take me to the hospital. Enter the Pembroke Hospital. You've been accepted. Just to help. I will work. Hospital. I have no choice. The edition about what I've become a vampire. I can't believe this. I don't know anything about food and medical. Anybody here take me for what I am not? Jonathan Reed, the famous surgeon. Slide to the patient's staff. You home who are after me. I will hide. Chapter 1 Quarantine. It's epic.
I'm sorry, Jonathan. Mr. Hampton needs me right now.
Okay, so what am I supposed to do?
You can do better than that now. It's my turn.
Rotten or pristine, each heart contains the source of life. Drink at this river, try it all.
Oh, come on, you bastard. I won't bite.
Sir, please. You've lost too much blood. Calm yourself.
You think I didn't notice? Stop your staring and get me to an hospital, you arse.
I'll let you bleed. I'll be polite. I'll kill you.
Insulting a good Samaritan. Not exactly the way to get rescued.
Alright, sorry. I am in pain here. My guts are spilling out onto the street and you're yabbering on.
Yes. That's a very nasty wound you've got there. Take my word, I am a doctor. Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Name's Clay Cox. I'd appreciate you helping me to a better place, Doc.
Follow me, Mr. Cox. Let me assist you to that better place.
Blood quality. The blood quality indicates how much experience point, XP you will obtain from a particular citizen. The higher the blood quality, the more experience you get. You drink the blood of your prey, you need to crap, I'm getting tired, I can't even think. Mesmerize them to lead them out of sight from others. Mesmerize levels may be equal or higher than the citizens you.
Bring this fading light into the shadows. Dance with him the dance of life and death.
F to embrace. Left button to embrace Clay Cox or space to release him. Embrace Clay will provide a massive XP boost, but be aware that there will be consequences. Learning more about citizens and collecting their hints will increase experience points gained. So, what should I do? Should I embrace him? Or should I release him? Let me release him and see what happens.
No more. Not tonight. Not like this. I will not take another life.
Did I black out? Whoa, I feel giddy. What? What happened? Did I black out? Whoa, I feel giddy.
It is wise for the huntsman to sometimes let his prey go. But no famished hunter can run for long.
Come on, Widow.
Doctor, where have you been? I've little time to play hide and seek with new staff members, no matter how illustrious they may be.
I found a wounded man by the docks. He answers to the name of Clay Cox. He requires urgent medical attention.
Already making the rounds? That's the Pembroke spirit. I'll ask our porter, Milton, to bring him back immediately.
Thank you, nurse. What can I do for you?
Dr. Swansea insisted we provide you a quiet office. You'll find it on the second floor with your name on the door.
Thank you. Nurse Crane, isn't it?
Yes, Dorothy Crane. Welcome to Pembroke Hospital, Dr. Reed. Your office has been prepared.
I have a few questions.
I would like to ask a few questions first. And Mr. Hampton, the patient we brought in, how does he fare?
I gave him a sedative to help him sleep. Poor thing was in quite a state of shock.
What kind of man is Dr. Swansea?
Well, you accepted the job from him. I thought you would have known about your employer.
Apologies, I've only just met him the once. This is Sutton. I've only just returned to England.
Dr. Swansea is a brilliant surgeon and the most compassionate physician.
It's right to assume Dr. Swansea knows far more about me than I do about him.
You'll get to know him soon enough, and better than me. The administrator has better things to do than mix with us.
If you could point me in the direction of my room again, nurse.
Second floor of the hospital, left after the stairs. It's the last vacant office at the end of the corridor.
Thank you, Nurse Crane.
Perhaps I should have considered the offer from that Cadigan fellow.
Good evening, nurse. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed, the new surgeon here at the Pembroke.
Dr. Swansea has already told us about you, sir. I'm Nurse Gwyneth Brannigan. Welcome to the Pembroke Hospital.
Did he really? It's a good thing I wasn't hoping to keep a low profile.
All members of staff have already read about your new blood transfusion technique. Dr. Swansea made sure of that.
I see. Well, I'm a little surprised, but I suppose I'll just have to deal with this unexpected notoriety.
You must know, blood transfusions are Dr. Swansea's primary subject of research. He is convinced it is the future.
How are things here?
Not good, to say the least. We're struggling against an invisible enemy, more lethal than any bullet from a gun. It's hard, Doctor.
An invisible enemy? Quite a poetic term for a disease, especially from a nurse.
Sorry, Doctor. These last few weeks have been exhausting. We could all do with a good night's sleep.
Do you think this hospital can survive the epidemic?
We are all volunteers here, and we're trying to hold fast, but how do we beat an invisible killer? Some nurses have already resigned.
Oh, wow.
I'm not familiar with all the staff yet. Perhaps you could help me.
Brilliant professionals, most of them. Dr. Swansea has a gift for recruiting talent.
Most of them. Is there a problem I should know about, nurse?
It would be inappropriate for me to speak ill of a colleague.
Is there anyone that stands out?
Well, I have never met someone as dedicated as Dr. Tippins. He should be a standard for us all here. If only he were younger.
Why should his age be a problem?
I guess it's fair to say he's always pushing himself to the limits. He just doesn't know when to stop and get some rest.
Ooh, a new hint.
Nurse Brannigan, if you do know something, please tell me. Anything you say will be held in confidence.
No. I may disagree with some conduct, but in the end, everybody is doing their best.
Oh, it requires.
Goodbye, nurse. Call me if you need assistance. Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'm new here.
I've already heard about you, Dr. Reed. I'm Milton Hooks, The ambulance driver for this shithole of a hospital.
That's quite a blunt introduction, Mr. Hooks.
You can call me Milton. I like to speak my mind, Dr. Reed. Perk of the job. Don't judge me, and I won't judge you.
I'm not sure I understand what you're talking about.
Well, I'm no doctor, but I'm pretty sure a gun can't be used as a surgical instrument.
I learned to shoot during the war, and have carried one ever since. Old habits die hard.
No need to explain, Dr. Reed. And if you ever need a better gun, remember, I may have something for you.
Nice.
How is the situation around here?
You want to hear the situation is all right? It's fucking awful. We lack everything, and it's getting worse every day.
Are you really smuggling weapons through the hospital?
And why not? I've already been attacked by patients, you know. And by gang members willing to steal my money.
But you're not defending yourself. You're selling guns to civilians.
You keep people alive your own way, Doctor. I offer them another way to protect their health.
So what do you do exactly in this hospital? Apart from smuggling guns, I mean.
I've been an ambulance driver since... too long, I guess. I'll bring sick people here night and day. It's a dirty job, but I get it done. Most of the time.
Since you're on the front line, how is the sanitary situation in this vicinity?
It's a complete disaster. It's even getting dangerous to enter some streets or buildings. Even the locals attack you.
It sounds like things have been a bit rough recently. What's happened?
Yesterday I got attacked by the patient I was bringing in. I escaped through the hospital's garden, but I lost my wallet when I was running.
You left an infected patient outside the hospital? That's incredibly dangerous.
Go there yourself if you want, but be careful, Doctor. I'd rather not bring your dead body back.
The Garden, good, evil, new investigation.
I'd like to see your goods.
Wise choice, Dr. Reed. A reliable gun is what everybody needs these days.
Ooh, shotgun. 315. Ammunition. Upgrade parts. Oh, all I got is 65 shillings. I'm not gonna be able to buy nothing.
Perhaps I should have considered the offer from that Caledon fellow.
Good evening, sir.
So it is true. The famous Dr. Reed has joined us. I can't think of any better news during these terrible times.
Do we know each other?
Actually, yes. We met once before, at the Rockefeller University in New York.
Dr. Tippett, yes, I remember. I was assisting Professor Carell in his research about coronary bypasses. He had nothing but praise for you.
He was also very confident about your future. And look at you now. Eminent surgeon and blood transfusion specialist.
What is the Pembroke Hospital situation? And please, speak freely.
This hospital is not exactly the best of London. I'm sure you are used to working in a better environment.
It's more than enough. In any case, the personnel of a hospital are much more important to me than the building.
Don't be misled by appearances, Dr. Reed. This hospital does not lack talented people. It just lacks hope.
What can you tell me about the staff in the hospital?
Some are really good, and others are not so good. But during this troubled period, there is no time for slander. I prefer to focus on the positive character traits.
Tell me more about cherished people, then.
Nurse Brannigan is a pearl. She is the most helpful and dedicated nurse I've ever worked with. A clever and cheerful woman.
You really seem to admire her skills.
I'll go even further. If she was a man, she would be a damn fine practitioner.
Yeah.
Any opinion about the management?
I don't always agree with Dr. Swansea's reserve, but I must admit he does all he can to keep this facility running during this crisis.
Ah, yes, the burden of command. I was fed up with this concept while serving as a medical officer.
Don't get me wrong. Swansea's a good administrator. I just wish he would get out of his office now and again.
You're exhausting yourself, Corcoran. Maybe you should think about preserving your strength.
No. We must keep on healing all those poor souls. We are the last rampart before chaos. Once more, unto the breach.
You have nothing to prove, Nurse Breen. Worried. Your attitude is irresponsible.
Your attitude is irresponsible, Doctor. Believe me, I've seen so many medical errors caused by exhaustion during the war.
You're right. This is a war, Dr. Reed. And I don't intend to surrender.
You're exhausting yourself, Corcoran.
No.
Your attitude is...
You're right.
Goodbye, Dr. Tippett.
Hey, what happened to the other girl? I wanted to talk to her. Probably inside.
Dr. Swansea is right. This place seems perfect to conduct my research. Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Reed, the new surgeon at the Pembroke Hospital. And who are you?
Your name has no meaning to me, mortal. You're nothing but dust blown by the winds of eternity.
I beg your pardon.
What are you begging for, mortal? My clemency? Well, tonight maybe I'm inclined to mercy. You'll never forget the night you met Thelma Howcroft.
You keep calling me mortal. Why is that? And if I'm mortal, what are you?
Well, Dr. Reed, if you must know, I'm a vampire.
Really? Yes.
Who are you really, Miss Howcroft? I mean, apart from being a vampire.
Is that not enough for you, puny mortal? What do you require? Proof of my powers?
I'm curious to know who you were before becoming a vampire.
It was such a long time ago, I don't remember. Centuries of unholy life can have strange effects on one's minds, you see?
And why do you believe you're a vampire?
I don't need to believe anything. It is what I am. It is what I feel within this hollow shell of flesh.
Describe how you feel.
Please, describe to me how you feel. What is it like to be a vampire?
I can hear my body crumble from the inside as my flesh cracks and fades. I sense the last pulse of postulant blood within my drying veins. I need new blood.
I see. Have you ever heard of Cotard's syndrome, Miss Howcroft?
Never.
It's a mental illness discovered by a French neurologist named Jules Cotard. The affected patients are delusional. They believe that they are putrefying, that they are dead, a ghost or a ghoul, or in your case, a vampire.
Delusional, you say? Oh, sad and petty mortal. You can't even begin to understand the concept of immortality. And you think it is I who am delusional.
I think you are.
I'm assuming you must be a patient here. Am I right, Miss Howcroft?
It's only a cover. To hide from my enemies. I can leave whenever I want. As a woman, a spirit, fog, or bat.
Your enemy?
Who are these enemies you mentioned? Can you describe them?
I cannot say for sure. But I sense their eyes on me from nearby. I I feel them watching me every time I visit the garden near the morgue.
Oh.
The staff here are not your enemy. They're here to help you, to care for you.
I'm not speaking of the doctors in white. I'm speaking of the men and women who hunt me. For I am a vampire.
I see. Don't worry. These people will not find you here. I'll personally make sure they leave you alone.
Thank you, mortal. But do not interfere with them, for you are no match for those that hunt me.
Wrong target. Anyway. Aw.
I'll leave you, Mistress of the Dark, to your nocturnal activities.
That's funny. She thinks she's a vampire. I mean, you never know. She might actually be a vampire.
This shift never ends. As for me, what a blundering idiot.
Good evening, Doctor. I believe we're going to be working together.
Dr. Reed. Dr. Swansea informed us of your arrival, but I could not dare to believe we'd have such good fortune. Such an honor, sir.
Thank you. And you are?
I am Thoreau Strickland, Dr. Thoreau Strickland. I'm a great admirer of your work, Dr. Reed.
Yeah. Reminisce.
Please, could you tell me something about yourself?
I'm a great admirer of your work concerning blood transfusion, Dr. Reed. I run my own experiments. I'm convinced it's the future.
What made you choose to be a doctor?
I'm not ashamed to admit you and your work have inspired me. I am honored to have the opportunity to work by your side.
It's always a pleasure to share scientific and medical knowledge with someone eager to learn. I'll be glad to help you if I can.
This epidemic may be the century's most terrible disaster, but I'm convinced that we, as doctors, are the only ones able to defeat it.
I based my technique on my mentor's research. He helped me perfect my method. What is yours?
I'd rather not talk about it. For now, it's just theories and first approach. My process is purely experimental and unsuccessful.
As long as you're cautious and methodical, you may remain empty-handed, but you won't fail.
You're not the first one to warn me, but I am convinced knowledge is the main weapon against the ravages of this epidemic.
What can you tell me about the Pembroke?
Well, it has always been an honor to work with Dr. Swansea. But with your arrival, I can't think of a better opportunity to learn about blood transfusion.
You seem quite optimistic.
You seem quite optimistic. It's a rare and precious attitude in these difficult times.
I'm convinced that this epidemic is a test of endurance and dedication for us men of science.
Questions remain about our capacity to resolve the situation.
True, true. Last summer, during the first wave of the epidemic, I used to joke with Milton about the extra work. We're not smiling now.
You need my help?
Do you need help with anything in particular?
Well, yes, maybe. I'm waiting for a batch of products I ordered for my personal research, yet my supplier seems to have vanished.
Do you want me to play the errand boy for you?
Oh no, Dr. Reed. But if you went personally to his shop, what with your reputation and all, he wouldn't dare to refuse the products I need.
I see. Well, give me the address, for I may pass by if I have time. Tell me more about your willingness to experiment with new medical techniques.
Harvey Fiddick is a patient suffering from a severe injury that could cripple him if not treated correctly. I'm convinced your blood transfusion technique could help him.
What is it you really want? To save him? Or to prove your point?
Fair question. I want nothing but to save my patient, Dr. Reed. Especially since I know Mr. Fiddick's story.
What do you truly desire? Must remain neutral. I mean...
Tell me Mr. Fiddick's story.
Our first diagnosis was compromised because Mr. Fiddick lied to us about the real origin of his injury. He first claimed it was an accident.
But why would he hide such crucial information from us?
Because he is a proud father, ashamed of putting his children at risk because of his own negligence.
This personal involvement could also appear to be a lack of impartiality. You must know that a good surgeon must remain neutral.
I agree. But that does not excuse Dr. Ackroyd's behavior. A man who did not even take time to converse with his patient.
Do you think keeping his distance was a mistake?
All I know is that I'm taking care of human beings with desires, hopes, and fears. Not some biological machine comprised of blood, bones, and flesh.
Goodbye, Dr. Strickland.
What can I do for you, Doctor?
Oh, that's the wrong. Yeah, I already talked to her.
Thank you, Nurse Crane.
You always knew the words to calm the children, Helen. As for me, what a blundering idiot.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. May I help you?
I don't know if a third opinion is needed. Your colleagues are already arguing about my condition.
I see. Would you mind telling me more about your situation?
I'm Harvey Fiddick. All I want is to get me bloody arm fixed properly.
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Fiddick.
I'm just a regular guy waiting to get his arm fixed, so I can return to work and to my family.
I was more curious about what you were doing before being hospitalized.
I'm a carpenter, and a good one too. But that means I need both arms to feed my family, Dr. Reed.
Are you satisfied with your treatment here?
Well, it's clear that I've chosen a bad time to be injured. Forgive my bluntness, but you seem overwhelmed by cases of the flu.
I won't lie to you about it. I'm afraid we are.
Are you sure you don't want to operate yourself, Dr. Reed? I have the feeling you're very capable. And your colleagues seem to think so too.
In other circumstances, you would be right. But for now, I don't think I can take on the responsibility. My apologies. Tell me about the doctors who are arguing about your case.
Strickland and Ackroyd. They both want the best for me, but there's a lot of pride there. Doctors are no different from carpenters, it seems.
What do you mean?
I often had professional arguments with rivals on a building site. Difference is, I disagreed about wooden nails, not flesh and bones.
Tell me about your injury, Harvey. Why do you feel so guilty about it?
My wife died because of me. And now I may lose everything because I've been careless enough to hurt myself. What an arsehole.
Did your wife die because of you?
How could your job be responsible for your wife's death?
I was working a double. She went out to bring me a hot meal and got caught in a German bomb raid.
Oh.
You can't hold yourself responsible for your injury, Mr. Fiddick. Unless you tried to hurt yourself.
Of course I didn't hurt myself. But I can't work until my arm is fixed. My children need to eat, Doctor.
Tell me more about the death of your wife, Harvey.
1915. I was in the army. Building workshops for the Royal Flying Corps. Helen was happy I wasn't sent to the front.
What happened?
The Germans sent Zeppelins to bomb the construction site, but they missed their target. My wife was bringing my dinner when the bombs fell.
So many died during the bombings.
I'm sorry for your loss. So many died during the bombings. I served in France and witnessed the carnage there.
I would like to say that she didn't suffer. Truth is, I have no idea. I just know that I'm all that me kids have. Poor little bleeders.
How are your children after losing their mother?
They were smaller then.
The only good thing about this is my Ellen didn't bring them with her that night.
Right? Oh, it needs one more hint, and I'll have all of it complete.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Fiddick. I'll see you later.
I will not let you down, my boy. My sweet girl.
Wait,
Treats me like
what?
a queen. I never could keep anything from her.
Oh. Hospital full, please go home. Due to influenza, this hospital can no longer take any patients. Oh, that sucks.
As for me, what a blundering idiot.
Good evening. I'm Dr. Reed. Can I help at all?
No.
Really? Why are you here then?
I don't want to talk. My throat hurts too much.
I suppose that this pain is the reason you're here. Is someone taking care of you?
Yes. And no.
Could you at least tell me your name, sir?
Mortimer. Mortimer Goswick.
How painful is your throat, Mr. Goswick?
So painful I'd rather not talk at all, Doctor.
We must communicate.
I'm sure you realize a doctor and his patient have to communicate, sir. Would it help if I gave you some paper and a pen?
Not really.
I see. Then maybe it's not just your throat that hurts, Mr. Goswick. Perhaps your sore throat is just the consequence of something more hurtful.
Yes, maybe. But I don't want to talk or even write about it now.
How painful is your throat?
So painful I'd rather not talk at all.
I'll let you get some rest then.
Good evening, sir. Doctor.
Good evening, mister.
I'm okay.
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Goswick.
I don't want to talk, Doctor.
Hey, thanks for the follow, Dan, Dare Gaming. I appreciate it. How are you doing today, man?
I have to go now, sir. But don't hesitate to contact me if you need any help.
Good evening, sir. Doctor.
Good evening, madam. Can I help you?
It's my son who needs you, sir.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. How can I help your son?
I'm Beatrice Goswick, mother of Mortimer Goswick. Could you check on him, please, Dr. Reed?
I'm doing pretty good.
I've heard much of your talents as
Just trying out this game. I think I got it through Humble Bundle. I think it was for the Choice games, the Choice club thingamabob. So I've been wanting to play it, so I'm feeling out playing it and trying it out myself.
What can you tell me about yourself, Mrs. Goswick?
Not much to say. Just take care of my Mortimer and I'll cover all the expenses. That's all that matters.
So far pretty good. I'm enjoying it. Getting to learn most of the controls and learning people, it's kind of, especially talking to people and everything, is kind of tedious, but for the most part I'm enjoying it though. The combat is pretty fun though. I can't wait till I get later on into the story and see where things lead off to. Especially when I try to see if I can get someone with all the hints, so you can get like the max amount of experience points if you pretty much suck their blood and everything. So,
are you really that rich? Most of the patients here are of a more humble origin, if I may say so.
Yes, thanks to my husband. May he rest in peace. I can cover any needed medical expenses.
May I ask if you have an occupation, Mrs. Goswick?
I'm a teacher by profession. I teach young women who are more ambitious about their futures than their families.
Have you ever played this game yourself?
What do you think of your reception here? Any complaints?
I have had the uttermost reservations about this hospital since we arrived. But we had no other choice, considering the state of emergency.
Is there something in particular that's bothering you?
Some of the staff were not especially welcoming. I suspect they're not accustomed to dealing with patients of such social standing.
Okay.
Tell me more about your arrival at the Pembroke Hospital. What gave you such a bad first impression?
The ambulance driver was quite rude, for a start. And that nurse, Miss Hawkins, seems to have quite a dubious attitude.
What do you mean?
She managed to secure a bed for my son despite the epidemic. It was a relief, but it wasn't cheap.
Oh boy. She taking in that paper. She's like, I'll get you a bed. Just slide me a little extra, you know, a little tippy tip.
She charged you for a bed?
Yes, and I paid without question, considering the urgency of the situation.
I share your concern, Mrs. Goswick. Be sure that I'll talk to the people involved.
I don't expect compensation, Dr. Reed. But I'm aware such behavior would not be tolerated in other hospitals.
Alright, personal questions, nothing.
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick.
Let's see here. Have I talked? No, I already talked to her. I've talked to you. I've talked to you. Let's see here. Where's that other nurse at? Oh no, wait, this is outside. Should probably make my way upstairs. Hey, look, is this the other nurse?
Good evening.
It is.
Good evening, Doctor. I don't think we've been introduced yet. My name is Pippa Hawkins.
And I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. Dr. Swansea has recently offered me a position in this hospital.
Well, it's a euphemism that your help will be appreciated, Doctor.
Well, I hope I can help you.
How would you describe the situation at the Pembroke Hospital?
It's serious. The flu is wreaking havoc amongst the staff and patients. We are running out of everything.
The flu won't last forever.
Nurse Hawkins, the Spanish flu won't last forever. Even the Black Plague didn't kill everyone.
I wish I could believe you. But what if this epidemic was worse? What if in the end, nobody was spared?
Get a grip, woman! It'll be okay. It'll be okay.
You must get a hold of yourself, nurse.
Sorry, I'm exhausted. No one has any idea when this epidemic will be over.
I find it so funny in this game that they talk about the epidemic in the quarantine. Well, first chapter is quarantine, and the whole state of the world as of right now. It's just so ironic right now.
How long have you been a nurse?
Well, long enough to see that the epidemic is winning. And no matter how qualified you are, don't tell me you'll change that.
You wouldn't be surprised.
You'd be surprised what dedication can achieve, Nurse Hawkins. In medicine, sometimes we're just a test result away from a miracle.
Sorry, Doctor. I don't want to sound bitter, but I'm just too tired to give a pep talk like Nurse Brannigan.
How was the staff coping?
How is the Pembroke staff coping with the epidemic?
Well, not well. Milton, the ambulance driver, is even more grumpy than usual, especially concerning doctors.
Why is Milton grumpy?
Why is Milton grumpy on a daily basis? Is it just an act?
Milton's not the kind of man who's bothered about a bad reputation, whether he deserved it or not.
Oh.
Why does Milton dislike doctors?
I don't know. Just ask him. But be warned, Milton is not the chatty type.
Personal questions? Nothing.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
Hey, it's my vampire girlfriend.
Good evening, sir. Can I help you?
Unless you're here to fix my face. No.
I don't think you can help me.
He reminds me of Fallout. The guy is like, "Hello, smooth skin."
Am I right?
You guessed right, Doctor. German shell took my pretty little mug right off. But they still call me Thomas Elwood.
How is your stay with us, Mr. Elwood?
Oh, it's bliss. I just escaped death in the trenches to be surrounded again by the moans of the dying.
Can I ask you precisely why you're a patient here?
It's the pain, sir. The drugs don't work. It just hurts under the scars, if you get my drift.
Emotional.
Can I do anything for your pain?
Nurses gave me a bunch of pills. No effect. Told you. It's like the flames are under my skin, burning away.
Phantom pain.
Who is treating you? Is someone in particular looking after your case?
Nobody since the old and tired doctor spoke to me. Started to think I was forgotten about. Wouldn't blame you.
You don't seem worried by that.
My face hurts so much more when I smile or cry. I've learned it's easier not to speak. But be assured I'm smiling inside.
He seems like the type of guy that I should help out.
How close are you to Miss Horcroft? Are you aware that she thinks she is a vampire?
To wait for her next nibble is the best reason to stay here. Every time she approaches my bed, she treats me like something tasty. A normal person.
Aren't you afraid? She may hurt you if the game goes too far.
She's quite harmless, I can assure you. Her head's broken inside is all. While I'm busted on the outside. But she's still beautiful. Living proof that there's hope for me.
Oh.
So do you let her bite you? You know that's not sanitary.
And why not? She's only supping a few drops of my blood. And the pain, it's real for once.
She could decide to bite less willing patients.
Then it's another good reason for me to stay here, Doctor.
You do realize she's mentally disturbed. It's called the Cotard syndrome. She truly believes she's a vampire.
In her madness, she never refers to my scars. And frankly, if I could, I'd join her world. It seems much more fun than the real one.
Where were you stationed, sir? Did you serve for long?
I really don't want to talk about all this shit.
No offense. I was pushing too much. I served in France myself. I just wanted to know what happened to you.
You were an officer, weren't you? Then I doubt we fought the same war, sir. No offense.
Ooh, I can do a checkup. Wait, what's the checkup? Oh, okay, so it tells you how many hints you need. So 2.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Elwood.
Talk to Miss Lady. Where'd my vampire girl go?
Fear and disgust on every street corner. The daily routine.
Hey, it's my guy.
Good evening, Mr. Hampton. How do you feel?
Dr. Reed, is it? Oh, Sora, I must apologize for my behavior.
What do you mean?
I was not myself in the factory. Fear and exhaustion made me say awful things to you, I'm afraid.
You remained perfectly nice and polite. A little delirious, perhaps. But who wouldn't be after enduring an abduction?
Thank you, Doctor. That's a relief. Now all I need to do is rest and return to my flock.
How did you end up in William Bishop's den?
I had received alarming news about his recent behavior. I went to his place and he refused to let me go.
Why did he abduct you?
William was an alcoholic. His addiction suddenly changed to blood. I don't know why. Just like a patient I met here. This Miss Horcroft.
You dared to enter this awful place alone. You're a hero, Mr. Hampton. Or a fool.
I'm just a man trying to help his friends, Dr. Reed. William Bishop was a conflicted soul, searching for light.
Do you know Tom Watts, the bartender from the Turtle? I met him before I found you in the canning factory.
Tom? Yes, of course. Always the helping hand, good old Tom. Without men like him, corruption and despair would have wiped out the East End long ago.
Despair?
People are still in despair.
How could it be otherwise? The authorities have left us all to rot in this contagious nightmare. No drugs, no advice, nothing. It's a damn shame.
Corruption.
Who should I avoid in this part of town, then? Any particularly evil figures?
Not really. Most men and women are just doing their best. And it's not my habit to speak ill of people I know, Doctor.
What is the general situation in the East End docks?
The situation has always been tough, with a lot of tensions between the gangs and the dockers' trade union. The wet boot boys are very nervous since they lost their leader.
Who leads the gang now?
Who leads the gang now?
Since Clay Cox went missing, it's his wife Edwina who runs the show, with the assistance of her minion, Booth Digby.
Has the gang been threatening you?
Ah, no. I've had this nickname for so long, you know, the sad saint of the East End. No one dares to bug a saint, not even criminals.
That's good, I guess.
What do you do for a living, Mr. Hampton? I can't help but notice the cross around your neck.
I manage a night asylum for the poor and homeless of the docks, and I try to guide the lost and hesitant on the right path to our Lord.
Are you a priest, Mr. Hampton? A deacon, maybe?
Not at all, Doctor. I'm just a man of faith willing to preach the good word.
Why didn't you use your cross against William Bishop? To repel him somehow?
That's a very strange question, Doctor. A cross is no magical token, if that's what you were trying to say. Not mine, anyway.
But it worked on me, though.
Have you made friends since you arrived?
Not really, but I recognize Miss Harriet Jones. I knew her when she lived by the docks. That poor woman had such a miserable life.
You never came to see her here at Pembroke? Receiving visits when sick can be an important part of the healing process, you know. We're not just bodies.
You're preaching to the converted now, Doctor. To be truly honest, I thought she was dead. She left the docks many months ago.
How do you feel, Mr. Hampton? Medically speaking, I mean.
I feel exhausted. Beyond exhaustion, actually. William drank so much of my blood in his madness. I feel empty.
You're in good hands here. Dr. Swansea is well versed in blood transfusion, and I'm sure he'll take the best care of you.
Thank you, sir. I believe all I need is rest, and then I can go back to the people who need me.
Goodbye, Mr. Hampton. We'll talk again later.
Alright. So where's my girl? Oh, there she is, Miss Crazy.
Good evening, Miss Howcroft. How are you tonight?
I need blood, Doctor. Warm, rich, vibrant blood.
Tell me, Thelma, why do you feel so attached to Mr. Elwood? Why him?
I'm not sure, Doctor. I think we have a bond of some sort. We've both suffered so much. He's the only mortal I find interesting.
You plan to make him a vampire? Are romantically involved?
Do you plan to make him a vampire too?
Of course not. How could I inflict my curse on anybody else? I'm not that cruel, Doctor.
Would you say you and Mr. Elwood are romantically involved?
No. No, Thomas is a delicate soul. Even though he disguises it. But I am not the woman he needs. No, for I am a vampire, Doctor.
Don't need two more. Yeah.
I'll leave you, Mistress of the Dark, to your nocturnal activities.
Alright, I guess I'm gonna go upstairs now since I'm pretty much done with everything. Already. Do I talk to you?
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
Yeah.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
Upstairs we go. Unless there's something else I'm missing. Which doesn't look like it. Oh look, something over here.
It's locked, all right.
A long letter. Ooh, and she just so happened just to be right here.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
Pepper, are you sure you want to leave this hospital?
To become a nurse was a little girl's dream. But in the end, I don't feel that useful. I want more. I want to make things change.
You should be proud of what you've achieved. This hospital represents hope for many people in need of help.
Maybe you're right. But at the moment, I feel like we're just a cemetery waiting room.
We just need one more then.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
Small bottle.
Not now.
Okay. Oh wait, what is this one? Second floor. That one's closed. Ooh. Hacksaw.
It's locked, all right.
Dr. E, that's fine.
This must be the place. It's definitely away from prying eyes. Relegated to the shadows. A kingdom of my own. At least I won't be sleeping in a coffin.
Oh.
The flower's dying. It needs water.
Can you give me some water? Crafting. You proceed to analyze the components you found to unlock new recipes. Click to the analyze component. Fresh sample. Oh yeah. You generate 300 health points instantly, 150 points in seconds.
William Bishop's blood is much more unstable than human blood and shows extensive mutation. But this is not what happened to me. I must keep on searching. The sun is about to rise. I can feel it. I'll continue tomorrow night. I have so much time now.
Alright. Level up some stuff. We want this one. Oh yeah. following night.
If I'm to stay here until my research is complete, I'd better learn to hide my true nature from the mortals. But what about my thirst for blood?
Alright, I think I'm gonna call it now. Get some rest, so I can go to work later on. But I will see you guys on the next one. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. And going on this adventure, which is pretty fun. Hopefully it saves. If not, I might have to redo some things. But I'll see you guys on the next one.